Press conference post-match. I have the pleasure to have on stage the head coach, Mr. Helmer Hallgrímsson. Before I start, I have some words as a few reminders. Please raise your hand. Say your name, your organization, your country. Let us know in which language you are going to speak. For translation, we have Channel 1 English, Channel 2 Russia, and Channel 3 Icelandic. Please switch off your mobile phone and let's start. We're back.
Já, Elvar Geir Magnússon, fótbolti.net, Íslandi. Heimilið var svona ansi ólíkt sjálfu sér í dag. Hver svona útskýringin á þessum hræðilega slaka seinni hálfleik hjá Íslandi í dag?
Ekki fyrst að útskýra hræðilega ólíkir sjálfum sér og á hvaða hátt?
What do you mean unlike themselves? What do you mean by that?
Á hvaða hátt voru þeir?
In what way were they unlike themselves?
Please, microphone, please.
Okay, the journalist is saying that they were heavy and slow today, our players. Ég veit það ekki, þetta var ekki okkar besti leikur, ég alveg tilbúin til þess að taka undir það. Ég fannst eins vegar allir vera að reyna sitt besta, getur verið hluti af því, skýringunni getur verið hiti, Argentínuleikurinn tók mikið á okkur og náttúrulega kannski það sem skiptir mestu máli var það Nígería spilaði þennan leik gríðarlega vel og þeir voru erfiðir við að eiga í dag. En ég skal alveg viðurkenna það að við höfum oft átt betri leiki heldur en leikinn í dag.
Игорь Быкин, News.ru, вопрос на русском.
Быкин, News.ru. A question in Russian, coach, please put on your device.
Question in Russian.
Question in Russian.
Не повлияла ли на игроков игра неожиданная ничья с Аргентиной, которая, возможно, расслабила их, и вот в данном матче, то есть произошел такой результат?
And maybe they were too relaxed after this, and maybe they did not want to play to the full.
Já, bara eins og ég sagði áðan að það tóku mikið af leikmönnum, Argentínuleikurinn og ég held að við höfum verið svona þokkalega tilbúnir í þennan leik og fannst fyrir hálfleikurinn spilast eins og við vildum hafa hann. Við vorum mjög sáttir með 0-0 í hálfleik, það var svona leikplan okkar að fara ekki úr stöðum. Það sem að skipti auðvitað máli var þetta mark sem að Nígería skorar. Það að þeir voru komnir með markið, eitt mark yfir var breyttið auðvitað leikmyndinni, við þurftum að fara framar, taka áhættur og þeir eru mjög gott skyndisóknarlið, gott í transition í leiknum og skoruðu 2 mörk úr transition, þannig að mér fannst þeir spila vel úr þeirri stöðu að komast yfir 1-0 en auðvitað hefðu þið ekki viljað fá þetta mark á okkur úr okkar eigin, það var engkasti frekar en horni.
Já, takk fyrir. Henry Birgir Gunnarsson, Vísi.is Íslandi. Heimir, fyrsta lagi bara svona eftir á hyggja, þú átt að skoða þetta fyrst að vera mistök að hafa breytt taktík fyrir þeirra leik og af hverju eru föstu leikættir ekki að ganga betur hjá okkur en raun ber vitni?
Why didn't the set pieces go as well as we expected them to do?
Já, fyrst með taktíkina, ég held að taktíkin var ekki röng, við vorum, eins og ég hef sagt, kannski aðeins ólíkir sjálfum okkur, við vorum svolítið bitlausir, en ég held að taktíkin hafi ekki verið röng.
We didn't have the wrong tactics. What was the other question?
Jú, mér fannst við nú að vera hættulegir, kannski við brendum að víti, en við vorum hættulegir í fyrsta leikatur, en við tökum það ekki af Nígeríumönnum að þeir eru með virkilega góða leikmenn í loftinu og þó að þeir hafi verið gagnrýndir fyrir fyrsta leikaturinn þá gerðu þeir vel í dag
And they were very good in the set pieces
Þú
today.
skorar ekki alltaf úr föstum leikatriðum þó viljir það.
You can't always score from a set piece.
Já, bara ef ekki að segja að Nígeríumenn hafi gert vel á
Let's
móti okkur.
say that the Nigerians have been very good against us.
Coach, my name is Colin Udo from ESPN Nigeria. Was there anything the Nigerians did today that surprised you? Was there something, were you expecting something different and you met something different on the pitch? And where do you think were the failings in your team that cost them this game today?
A good question. No, we expected them. It was in the press that they would play with 3 central defenders. No, it was not that like they surprised us, but no, we expected this formation, but we prepared for both. But yeah, they did their transition game really well. They were always ahead of us for the second ball, and we knew that this was 2 of their strengths. So we kind of said that we knew it in beforehand, but still we were punished. But just to hail how they played their game, or you played your game, and credit to Roar, the coach. I think really he's done a marvelous job with the national team.
This result leaves the group wide open. I think all 4 teams can still qualify. It's going to be a very nervous sort of few days next Tuesday, do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be, and that's a strange fact that we still are in the race, and that's fun. We didn't think we would go through this World Cup without a loss, so loss is always difficult to swallow. But we only need to win Croatia. And that's maybe easier to say than do. But yeah, we're still in the race, and I have to hail my players. They gave everything. You could see it in the end that they pushed forward, and they tried what they could. But this was just not our day in so many ways.
Евгений Калинин, Sport Time, Россия, вопрос на русском языке. Скажите, пожалуйста, вы не жалеете сейчас, что дали свободный день своим игрокам для встречи с семьями? И, пожалуйста, если можно, вкратце, ваши впечатления в Волгограде. Вы обещали посетить Мамаев курган. Как он вам? Как вашему волгоградское гостеприимство?
Mamaev Kurgan complex dedicated to the victory. And what can you say about the hospitality that you are seeing in Volgograd?
This was some lost in translation, I think. Ég ætla bara að svara þessu á íslensku.
I'll answer this in Icelandic.
Ég veit ekki akkur þessi umræða fór á stað bara svona almennt.
This discussion started about
Við tölum á síðasta blaðafundi hér að það væri margt mikið væri í lífinu heldur en fótbolti. Í samhengi við veikindi markmanns Nígeríu. Annað sem er mikið væri heldur en fótbolti er fjölskyldan og fjölskyldan okkar og í gær var möguleiki á að hitta konur og börn og mæður og sískinni og það eiga menn að rækta í lífinu og ég veit ekki hvað samhengið út að setja þetta en þetta er hluti sem á að rækta í lífinu og fjölskyldan er það mikilvægasta sem að þú átt og þess vegna gefum við að sjálfsögðu leikmönnum tækifæri á að hitta fjölskyldur. Það er ekki nýtt hjá okkur, við höfum alltaf opna daga. Allir dagar eru opnir hjá okkur, þannig að ef að menn vilja gera eitthvað milli hádegismats og kvöldmats þá mega þeir ráða hvað það er og ef að menn eru þreyttir þá treystum við því og vitum það að þeir eru það miklu fagmenn að þeir hvíla sig ef þeir þurfa aðstoð hjá læknum eða sjúkraþjálfurum þá nýta þeir daginn í það og ef þeir eru fullfrískir þá mega þeir hitta fjölskylduna sína hvort sem þeir eru á Íslandi eða hérna í Rússlandi, þannig að það hefur ekkert breyst neitt hjá okkur.
This is nothing special for us.
Nick Ames from Guardian in London. Now that you're playing Croatia, and obviously they're home and host, they're through and qualified. They may well rest players, possibly. Will that affect your preparation in second-guessing how they set up? Because obviously players like Modric might get a rest, Rakitic might. Will that inform how you think about the game, and will it maybe help your chances?
No, we've played now Croatia 4 times in 4 years. And we're like, we've often said we're like a married couple. We're trying to get divorced, but we always meet up again. Yeah, we know the scenario when we play Croatia. It's going to be really tough games. Normally, it's steel to steel. Not a lot of chances. It's always a lot of yellow cards. And in 3 games out of 4, we have had a red card. So we know what kind of a game it's going to be. And Croatia has just shown how really massive team they are. They have had 2 really, really good performances in the World Cup. And yeah, last one was a shining example of how good Croatia is. But that gives us also a confidence because we were ahead of them in our group. And have already beaten them once in Iceland, so that we at least have that confidence with us when we play them. But I think for everyone, it's easy to see how well Croatia has been playing, and yeah, all the credit to their coach, how he has entered this tournament.
Coach, thank you for coming. The next press conference will be with Nigeria team. The Budweiser man of the match, Musa, and the head coach, Garnator. Thank you.
24 of the FIFA World Cup Russia 2018, Nigeria against Iceland, following Nigeria's 2-0 victory over Iceland. We have Coach Gernot Rohr, and we have man of the match, number 7, Ahmad Musa, with us. Same procedure as always. We have translation, of course, English Channel 1, Russian Channel 2, and Icelandic for Icelandic friends on Channel 3. Please raise your hand, wait for the microphone, speak clearly into the microphone when you ask your questions. We'll call on you. Let's start right here in the fourth row, back here with our visitor from Nigeria. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations, Musa. My name is Fisayo Dairu, Chief Football Writer, ACLSports.com from Nigeria. Ahmed, by the virtue of your goals today, you become the first Nigerian to score in more than one World Cup tournament, and you are now our highest goal scorer in World Cup history. When you add that to your record in the Nigerian League before leaving, how does that make you feel as a footballer?
Yeah, for me, I think I'm very good in breaking the record. So for me, I feel very happy being the top scorer in the World Cup. It's not that easy, but I have to thank my teammates because they give me all the support, and my chief coach here, because if he don't believe in me, he can put me in the pitch. So I thank everybody for the support, and then we make everybody happy today for the winning. But we don't have to think about the winning. We have to think about the last game and focus about the last game. That is more important for now.
My name is Austin Okonakpan. I work with Channels Television in Lagos, Nigeria. Let me get the coach talking. We saw a flat Super Eagles in the first half, and then they came out with a spark in the second. What was your strategy in winning today's match?
In the second half was a different team because they realized in the halftime that you have to do much more. We played against a very good team from Iceland. They were better in the first half, but they did not score, and we were better in the second half. I want to thank this team from Iceland for the fairness, for the good fight. It was a fight, for some moments was a very hard fight, but I appreciate this team for the fairness and the attitude they had even after the match. The strategy today, you saw that we changed our organization. We played in 3-5-2, and Victor Moses played on the place where he played in Chelsea. The captain is coming back on his position, which he has in China and had in Chelsea before. I think that was good. They did this for the country, for the team. It was not easy to convince them, but finally they did it well. And also in second half, we had more space. And the speed of Ahmed Musa, for example, could be for us very interesting.
Hello, Henry Gunnarsson from Iceland. Mr. Rohr, question for you. Your thoughts on the Icelandic team, and in your opinion, what is the key to beat Iceland like you guys did today?
The key was, I think, to make good counter-attacks, because we had a little bit more speed, I think, that Iceland team, and we had also technically, perhaps in the midfield, better possibilities to play one touch or two touch. But Iceland is a great team. I think they are number 20 in the world. We are only number 48 or 49. So they deserve this FIFA ranking, and I wish good luck to this team.
Okay. Congratulations, Coach. My name is Tony Obane. I write for Vanguard newspapers in Lagos, Nigeria. And I know that after the first loss, Nigerians were totally disappointed. And of course, so many criticisms. Today, we've seen the Super Eagles that Nigerians love. And almost everybody now, the hope has been raised. And we are meeting Argentina in the last match, in the preliminaries. And so many people are so much apprehensive about that match. We just want us to take a preview of the match between Nigeria and Argentina.
Yes, this will be the final in the group, because the winner will be qualified. So we will play against to win this game. We played against them in the friendly, but there was no Messi. when we beat them in Krasnodar 4-2. But we know that we can do it. Now the confidence is coming back, but we stay humble. What I like in my young team is humility, solidarity, fighting spirit, and even if they make mistakes, again a penalty from a young player, and so we had 2 games and 2 penalties against us. These little mistakes are always done by young players who miss experience. I told before the World Cup we are here to learn also. I think this team will be ready in 2022. And this World Cup is coming early, but we have a good chance to win against Argentina.
Jeff Carlisle from ESPN in the United States. My question's for the coach. Obviously, your tactical changes had a big impact on the attack, but I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about the defense and how that helped shore things up, especially on set pieces.
We had today a different system in defense. We played with 3 central defenders. One of them, Kenneth Omaruo, was, I think, so strong in the air, what we needed against this team of Iceland, who likes the crosses and the long throw-ins and the set pieces. We worked a lot. The players worked very much in the last 6 days. Our match against Croatia, everybody was disappointed by, but myself, I liked the match, what they did, and they had really no chance to get these 2 goals against Croatia. A lot of critics all the time, but the players are working hard, and the staff also, and today in second half, we could see the result of this hard work.
Михаил, Дмитрий, вопрос на русском языке. Спорт24, вопрос Ахмеду Мусе. Ахмед, после чемпионата мира вы вернетесь обратно в состав Лестера. Есть ли какие-то шансы, что вы вновь окажетесь в московском ЦСКА? Ведутся ли переговоры по этому поводу? И какое вообще будет ваше будущее?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. For me, I've not been playing for the past 6 months. When I come back to CSK, I was back to myself, and I'm going to thank the team very much and the management of the team. There is nothing that I can do, but finally I have to go back to Leicester, but my decision of staying in Leicester, I can't decide for now, but in the next 2 weeks, I can decide if I'm going to stay in Leicester or I leave. And coming back to CSK, yeah, it's possible to come back to CSK. I would love to, because it's my diehard club. There is nothing that can pay them for the past 6 months that I've been with them than to tell them, the management and the coaches, the players, that thank you very much, because they make me to come back of my style of play that I did today. Because if not for CSK, I could not have this chance of being in the World Cup. So I'm going to thank the team.
Coach Ro, Lola Deadewu, EFCNigeria.com, Nigeria. I wanted to ask you about the tactical change. You talked about it was difficult to convince the players. You received a lot of criticism from the first game, including from Jose Mourinho, who said you played Mikel as a 10 instead of a 6. How long did it take you to decide to make this change, and why did you say that it took a lot of convincing for the players? And Musa, just to thank you for scoring 2 goals. It's important. My dad died 2 days ago, and I thank you for this victory. He was always looking forward to Nigeria playing at Russia. Thank you very much for the win. So, Coach, please, the tactical changes.
So the first question was, I had to speak with the players because since 2 years we played all the time with Obi Mikel offensive midfielder and with Victor Moses like a striker. So if you change something, you have to explain why and to convince the players to accept. They have to do it with commitment and with motivation, and not only because the coach is asking. So they understood that for the country, for the team, we have to be able to make sacrifices. It's easier to play offensively than to make a hard work defensively. They did it very well today, And we're happy about it because they prove that they like the country and they are playing for the team.
Congratulations, Musa. This is going to be very brief. Amazing goals when it comes to the World Cup. But there was a goal you scored against Kenya in the qualifiers. It was amazing. With all these goals, which one stands out for you? Which of your goals stands out? And that Kenya goal, again, like I was telling you, aside from those at the World Cup.
Yeah, for me, I think that Kenya game is an important game and is an important goal that took us to the last World Cup. So for me, I'm going to say, yeah, it's one of my best goals, but not really. But for me, for taking the team to the World Cup after that goal is very amazing for me.
Игорь Быкин, news.ru, вопрос на русском. Вопрос к
Ахмеду
Ахмеду Мусе. Ваш дубль победный, в общем-то, накалил ситуацию в группе смерти. То есть здесь теперь она действительно группа смерти. Может выйти любая команда, кроме хорватов уже, которые оформили досрочно. И последняя игра с Аргентиной. В связи с этим вопрос. Есть ли желание и стремление забить лично аргентинцам и вот в такой дуэли с Лионелем Месси показать, кто лучший нападающий?
Against Lionel Messi, and will you try to show that you're better forward than him?
Yeah, for me, I think scoring against Argentina is not that difficult for me. Any game, I take it step by step. If I'm going to score against Argentina, I'm going to do that. So for me and for the team, we have to work very hard. We know the importance of the last game is do or die. We have to win. We don't have to lose. We have to go for draw or win. So at the final, at the 95th minute, we know who carried the day. And by the grace of God, we are going back to work very hard.
Евгений Калинин, Спорттайм. Вопрос на русском языке. Господин тренер, вы сказали, что вот жара — это преимущество команды, которую вы хотите использовать. Насколько оно сыграло какой большой фактор сыграло в эту победу? И вообще, вот расскажите, пожалуйста, про ваши впечатления о Волгограде. Муса тоже, если можно.
Musa, can you tell us a couple of words about Volgograd too?
Yes, the weather was not so hot. There was no sun at 6 p.m. The sun was down. The stadium was in the shadow, so was not so hot. And when I saw the first half of my team, I told them in the halftime that this is an advantage for Iceland when it's hot weather. So in the second half, we were better, I think also physically. Perhaps the players of Iceland had problems with the hot weather in the second half because we finished well. But most important, I think, was the quality of the playing of my team and not the temperatures. We like Volgograd. It's a historical city. I know all about the history. Like you know, I'm German and also France. And I like very much the city, so nice with the sun, flowers everywhere, and I'm happy to be here in this nice city and to win especially this match.
Yeah, for me, I think always, whenever I play over here, I always score. This is not the first game that I always score here. Whenever I play with CSK against Moldova, I always score here, so I think this is a very good city for me.
Diego Macías de Argentina. Do you know, Mr. Musa, do you know that at least for today you are an idol in Argentina? In Argentina, talk about Lionel Musa because now Argentina have any illusion for you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. For me, I think whenever I play against Argentina and whenever Messi is playing, I can remember last 4 years in Brazil when Messi was playing, I scored 2 goals. And when I leave or when I transfer to Leicester and we play against Barcelona, he's in the pitch and I score another 2 goals. So I think in the next game, anything can happen. Possible, I'm going to score another 2 goals.
Yeah, my name is Christian Okbar. I write for The Guardian, Nigeria.
Coach, I want to find out, what's the situation with Mikel? I saw him holding his hands towards the end of the game. Is he really injured?
He had a knock in the, I think, in this deep part of the body, and he was very tired because he had to run so much, and especially in second half. He was running up and down, and this changing position is more work, more defensive work also for him. But there's no any big injury for him. He will recover well, and I hope he will be fit like all the other players for the next game on Tuesday.
This will be our last one right here.
Hello, Gernot. Grégoire Fleureau from L'Équipe in France. There was a really spectacular change in your team between the first half and the second half. Can you tell me exactly what you said to motivate them at halftime?
We made one change already in the halftime. Brian Idowu had a yellow card, and I wanted to bring more offensive in my left side on the pitch, and Tyrone brought it. He's a very offensive fullback. He did it very well, and so one change, and I think the players understood that we had to be more dynamic and more aggressive in the good sense of the word. And they did it very well in second half. Immediately, the first minutes, we saw it, and we had finally a shoot on the target of Iceland. And then the match is coming, the night is coming also, then it's easier to go and to run.
Thanks, everyone. We wish safe travels to Nigeria. Players will be available in the mix zone. Have a good evening.